President Bola Tinubu is ready to fire underperforming ministers in his cabinet. This is the message he has given so far for the ministers who have not met up with the target of his first year in office as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hello, welcome to Big Talk. Of course, we'll be taking a look at President Bola Tinubu's 1 year and the fact that those ministers who are not performing will be out of office. That's what the presidency are saying regarding the performance of the ministers. And of course, we're still having ministers giving brief of what their ministries have been able to achieve so far. Having Danisi Momo, of course, the public affairs analyst and the convener of Development Democracy, Guardians of Democracy group here in the live studio joining us on the program. Good to have you join us on the program.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yes.
Viewers.
You've been an advocate of the fact that you've been watching this government from day one. Bola Tinubu told Nigerians, I will hit the ground running from day one. This is completion of 1 year. To you, are you saying that even his performance and the team he selected has done so well for Nigerians?
Yeah, the answer is so difficult. The answer is yes, the answer is no. Why yes, why no? Yeah, we cannot say the 1 year Tinubu has not done well because you have some ministers that are performers. And you have some of them that are not doing anything. And I'm so afraid, I doubt if the president will live up to his words by sacking those that are not performing. And if we talk of performance, at least the likes of His Excellency Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, he hit the ground running the very day he take office as the FCT minister. And even the blind in FCT, they cannot take it away from him that he's not performing. He's performing. He's a performer. And what Wike has even achieved, less than 10 months. The last FCT minister who spent above 7 years could not even achieve it. And also, we still have the likes of the information minister, Idris Malagi. This is the first time. This is the first time in the last 20 years we have an information minister who will give information and you find out the information is credible. This is the first time. And at least on this note, the Minister of Information needs commendation. Then we have the likes of Dave Umahi, the Minister of Works, is doing excellently well. You have the Minister of Education. I'll be following the Minister of Education up, and now you discover that the government schools are going out of extinction. The state governors are not developing the secondary schools and the primary schools. It's only the state's higher institutions owned by them that you can go to. You will see resemblance of education. Now, this time around, the Minister of Education has deemed it fit to collect a data bank of the schools in Nigeria. He wants to know the pupils, the numbers of students, and to know that, okay, there will be a curriculum between the government schools and the private schools. Because of left for the private school, they want to run 2 sessions in a year and leaving the government school behind. And you discover that the government schools, apart from FCT in Nigeria, the other government primary and secondary schools, they are not functioning. So the Minister of Education is equally a performer. He's doing well. There are some of them that are doing well. There are some of them that are like the Chief Economic Coordinator, the Minister of Economy, Finance. He's not doing well. The Minister of Finance and the CBN Governor the Tinubu 1 year economic performance is, if you ask me to score them, I will score them 5/100.
Because life has become harder. And
The life has
even
become
the dollar,
harder.
where they made dollar is not even the same right
They
now.
met dollar at 450, 460 at official rate. Today we are in a strange 1,480, 1,490 for a dollar. And also, you discover that Nigeria economic lifespan lies in the dollar. Now, this is a dollar for the past how many months? Since the assumption of office of Olayemi Cardoso as a CBN governor, the dollar has not been stable. There is no how our economy can develop because of there is no stability in the exchange rate. There are people who are willing to come and invest in Nigeria, but the likes of the dollar for treasure today, I think sometimes ago, around March, April, we were at 2,000 naira for a dollar. And few months ago, I
When they
think
brought it to 1.3, they were clapping for
we
themselves.
were at 1.3, we were celebrating. What are we celebrating? This CBN governor met this dollar at 450, 460 as an official rate. Was there anything Nigeria was producing that we are not producing anymore? So, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must move forward, and he must move forward. He must move the economy for where we are to a greater aspect. Wale Edu and Olayemi Cardoso, they must be fired.
Can also say he's doing a lot of reforms in the CBN because he came to inherit CBN that was kind of condemned with the fact that a lot of corruptions were ongoing there. Recall what is the charges that Emefiele is still confronting. So he's sacking some of the staff that were linked to some of this conspiracy to loot out Nigerians. Are you condemning the fight of Cardoso?
The Cardoso is not genuine. Cardoso is not sincere, and he just firing the CBN staff and bringing in consultants, and all those all the people Olayemi Cardoso is bringing, they are bleeding CBN. They are in. He's just giving out consultancy to firm that is not even up to a department in the CBN. And all these people he's bringing to CBN, they don't mean well for CBN. Firing the CBN staffs is not a solution to the economic situation. And why are we here where we are today? Olayemi Cardoso refused to carry the people of CBN along. He brought in consultants that are consulting for him, and all those people and bringing hardship for Nigerians. Nigerians are dying. Nigerians are crying. With the level is going, Nigeria is going nowhere. All those friends is dishing out contract as his consultants. They are friends of IMF and World Bank. Those are people who never mean well for Nigeria, who never mean well for Africans.
I mean, away from that, I understand that issues of economy is quite important because the reason why Nigerians are saying that Tinubu has not done anything is because prices of living, like inflation, has been on the high side. Nigerians are not surviving, they are struggling to breathe. And when you understand the fact that people are not saying, I'm missing Buhari, because it seems the 8 years of Buhari was better, I was able to buy things at this rate, I was able to get things at this rate, compared to what we are confronting. Do you feel that, Tinubu's intention is to rip us off? Because look at the issue of taxation. Ever since this government came in, we are not having high level of tax. I mean, it's not that Nigerians needed to shout on the issue of cyber security levy. It would have been implemented by now by that same CBN. So the Nigerians are accusing President Tinubu that he's trying to bring in what he was operating in Lagos to Nigeria. Taxation is much. I in electricity tariff, you know, in the tourist visitations and all of that. Increase of for companies coming into the country and forcing some investors to leave because of tax. Talk about issues of taxation by this ministry and by this government. Also take a look at the fact that life of Nigerians is quite remaining in a sad state. You've gone to the market recently. You understand a model of gari that a family used to feed on, a model of rice is actually not affordable right now.
Yeah, I think let's not get it twisted. Make no mistake about it. Nobody is Missy Buhari in Nigeria. Nigerians are not Missy Buhari.
Well, they are trying to make that comparison.
No, nobody can.
Was life not better than compared to now?
The life
was
not better than where we are today. Even if you listen to Umaru Diko, one of Umaru Diko's interview in I think 1979, this complaint was out there. There is hardship in Nigeria. There is this, there is that, and Nigerians are not Missy Buhari. Don't even get it twisted. But the way Tinubu economic team and hardly the economy, this is not the way to go. Because of that, the investors are not having confidence because of the rate of dollars for treasure. It's not normal, it's not stabilized. And secondly, the rate of taxation, I think that is where Chief Wale Edu, as the finance minister and the coordinating minister of economy, that is where he's getting it wrong. Thinking that increase in taxation is an economic development. Knowing fully well that you are just imposing taxes on Nigerians just to generate money. And this same money, they are making a blind comparison that in the last administration, they were generating maybe 7 billion in a month, $200 billion in a month. But today, they are generating 60 billion, this. At the end of it all, forgetting that increase the tax is not economic development. And I think President Tinubu should raise a new economic team and they should look into the taxation. The taxation is the bedrock of the hardship that is hitting Nigeria hard, in a very hard way. The taxation are not taking us anywhere. They are just making Nigeria double taxation, making Nigerians dry. And if they continue like this, we might not even have 2027. These double taxations here and there is even encouraging insecurity, because of most people are losing their jobs. Now, this is a government who is paying a minimum wage of 30,000 naira that cannot even afford a bag of rice. And most workers in Nigeria have family. In a situation you are the least, among the least minimum wage earner, then you have two, 3, 4 kids in the school. How will you feed them? How will you pay your bills? How will you foot your bills? And with this same taxation, people are losing jobs. And when people lose jobs, when they cannot get legitimate ways of earning, they go on illegitimate. So I think in all ramifications, the government should build confidence in the system. That is the government of today. I think the major problem we are having, we don't have confidence in them. They are bleeding the economy. We don't have confidence in them. As soon as we have confidence in them, we can move forward.
I mean, let's take a focus on the issue of transportation. When they remove subsidy, they told Nigerians that they will be providing, CNG buses to cushion the effect of that subsidy. So sometimes you look at the fact that the workers and even general Nigerians struggle to pay transportation just to even go and get their daily meal and, I mean, go to work, I mean. So in the context of the fact that, you know, the Ministry of Transportation has not in any way come out to tell Nigerians that for over 1 year they cannot secure CNG. They told us about a few weeks ago that they will be addressing that the CNG buses will be coming into the country and all of that before May 29. We are counting this to know that it's already May 29, but we've yet to see CNG buses plying the roads of Abuja metropolis and cushioning the effect of transportations to citizens. All of this becomes an issue to Nigerians because the point is, the moment where government cannot talk and do, cannot do what they are talking, they are only, issue of talking, defending, pushing blame and all of that. People lose confidence. To comment on the Ministry of Transportation and Tinubu's effort in getting the transportation sector deal. I do not even forget that even Sunday, the issue of rail, repeated itself, Kaduna, Abuja, rail. All of these are issues. Transportation system in the country is getting worse.
I think the government is required. There is need for them to have a change of attitude, a change of character. Because of the way they are going, in all ramifications, they are not doing well. The minister does not have anything to tell Nigeria. That CNG packages was a scam. People came to scam the government and the government key in. And the subsidy removal was actually the way to go. But the management of the way to go, that is where the problem lies. The government removed subsidy wrongly at the wrong time and the wrong time. And what government needed to do, they were supposed to put some cushioning approaches out there that, okay, if we are removing it, this is the way we will go. This is what everybody is going to benefit from this. You cannot just wake up overnight, just remove a current that is fluid, that is supplying power to all parts of the country. At the end of it all, the government need to see that this is going to a year now. The government have not yet come up with a solution to put an end to this. Not that Nigeria we were having savings somewhere that every month this is what we subsidize PMS with. The system was cracking the economy to know where to generate funds to bring PMS and subsidize it. As it stands today, these same people, the NNPC, are feeding fat. And now you now ask yourself, you go around the country, there are places where they buy per liter 900 naira, 1,000 naira, 800 naira. It's only NNPC that sells 617. And even the likes of AA Rano and NIPCO, you discover they are selling 680, 690, as the case may be. The government has made a mistake. They did the right thing for the government to remove subsidy, but they did it at the wrong time. And
what's the way forward now?
The way forward is for the government to come back to the drawing table. To have a functioning refinery is not a rocket science. There are refineries in the world that are functioning. If the Nigeria 4 refineries are not functioning, what do? We have been paying the staffs of these refineries for the past 20 years. And they are even recruiting staff year in, year out. At the end of it all, if the refineries are not producing, some times ago, Obasanjo wrongly sold those refineries to Dangote and Otedola with, I think, at the sum of $750 million. That was 2007, while he was leaving office. What the government need to do today, they should privatize the refineries. The Nigeria-owned refinery, Nigeria-built refineries, the government should privatize them. If they privatize them, if we privatize them, there is no two ways about it. They will function. They will function because of the government, and this is where I'm even blaming labor at all time. The refinery workers and Nigeria workers, members of NLC. NLC has never deemed it fit one day to ask the reason why is our 4 refineries not functioning. And month in, month out, we are paying salaries. And we have spent over 10 trillion naira in the last 20 years on those refineries without getting any result. So the way to go is the government to privatize Nigeria for refineries.
Many thanks, Daniel C. Momoh, convener, Guardians of Democracy and Development Initiative. Quite a lot of issues to deal with. I mean, we cannot begin to count the many sectors that President Tinubu probably have, been able to give a good percentage of performances. We can also look at the fact that other ones that he has failed Nigerians. But Momoh has shared the fact that there's a need for government to come back to the drawing table as we reflect most especially on the 1-year anniversary. What's your last word as we begin to round about the program?
My last word is the government to take in the right direction for economic policies and stability. Predictability of our dollar, of the dollar in Nigeria, is the major problem. And the government should do away, President Bola Tinubu should do away with the Wale Edu and the Olayemi Cardoso. Then Nigeria economy will move forward. They are the problem of the Nigeria economy.
That's your personal issue. I mean, we're looking forward to see that. The presidency must also see the need to also reflect on that.
It's not the personal issue.
Yes,
you met dollar at 450. You let us
we are keeping a watch to know. The president has said he will fire those that are not performing. And of course, we understand the fact that there will be a total review of the 1 year. Look at the statistics and the performances of other ministers and other appointees of this administration. But then, as we move forward to the 2nd year of his administration from May 29. Many thanks for joining us on the program Big Talk, where we're x-raying the performance of ministers and the fact that presidency says that those who are not performing will be fired. I mean, those who hired you for a job, you've not met up with the target. The presidency says you will leave the job. Thank you, Daniel C. Momoh, convener, Guardians of Democracy and Development Initiative, and a public affairs analyst, a political affairs analyst for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
All right, and that's where we'll wrap it up here on the Big Talk on Global Television. My name is Edika Michael. Thanks for watching and stay with us. Bye-bye.